Hey everyone, it's Alex and Gio from RaddTitan, and we're here today to look at the Mary Jane Scott Campbell comiquette from Sideshow Collectibles. So keep watching.
Yo, like Alex was saying, we're going over Sideshow Collectibles Mary Jane. So this is like, I think this is the comiquette, like the true meaning of the word today, which I think is 1/5 scale, right?
Yeah.
So 1/5 scale piece. There's edition size of 6,000. We can't really recall what year this came out, but it's a good 7 years ago, maybe. It's a while ago, isn't it? Because it came out at the same time as the original.
This probably came out around 2013, 14, I would say.
Okay, I'm going to go 15.
Okay.
I'm going to say 15. Because that's 1 year later than what you said, and I think it might be that because the J. Scott Campbell that you bought in, I'm sure was around then.
Okay.
So, and I don't think they would have been too far apart. Anyway, so this depicts like Mary Jane sitting on a cute little... we call it puff, but I don't know what you lot call it.
Yeah.
Is it puff? That's a puff, isn't it?
Like a footstool thing.
Puff.
Yeah.
That's puff. Anyway, so, and she's got some newspapers around her. She's draped in Spider-Man's... sort of like suit, although I can't see the legs, so she's cut it, the bitch. And I'm sure it's an all-in-one. Where's the legs gone? But she's draped in it and she's looking over seductively at you. It's actually one of them pieces that it's actually quite sought after now, this kind of thing. I think it does pretty well. We'll break down what we think of it. I mean, obviously, Alex probably got a good steal on this. She could do with a G-string, surely.
Maybe.
Hips are right up there. Look, where's the G?
Yeah, but you know, like probably won't loud or something, you know.
She's going commando, bro. There's no underwear. She ain't wearing underwear, bro.
But yeah,
no wonder fucking Peter's not solving crimes and fixing stuff. If you got at home,
well, he's still cheating on there with Black Cat now, didn't he? But
yeah, Black Cat's hot though. Still.
So basically, this piece is edition size of 6,000, but it's actually it does come up for sale, but not as often as you would think, and it does come up for kind of prices which you probably wouldn't pay. I got this for £200, £20 shipping, so £220, which is probably
retail,
not far off of retail. So I was very, very happy with that. I did have the Spider-Man comiquette from this line, and it's terrible. It's a really, really bad piece.
They did about a few of them as well, didn't they? That Spider-Man. They did a few variants of that, no? Different wall on the background, different thing. Stuff.
So basically, so I think I had two of them, but that was because I had the regular, and then I had the exclusive on waitlist, and I forgot to cancel the regular.
Got
ended up buying two of them, and that was one of the times actually that taught us about how different two paints from the same line can actually be from the same statue. When you get it from a factory, because one of the versions was so much better shaded than the other. Same with the PFs, isn't it? You've had multiple of those. You've had 3 or 4 of those, and every single one of them has quite big differences in all of them. The reds are deeper, darker. Some are lighter, more towards orangey red. Others are deep blood red, like this. And then the lines have been darker, and then the shading's been non-existent. The other thing as well to bear in mind, if you are a new collector, is that there are a few pieces that Sideshow did which were comiquettes, and they were quarter scale. So when you look at like the Silver Surfer, the original Spider-Man on the wall, Carnage, Venom. There may be some more, but they're the ones that come to mind straight away. The Rhino is arguable because he is a bit small, but and then you've got the Hobgoblin, which is smaller. So they did kind of go back to
mess with it quite a lot.
So it's a bit
with it. They
confusing.
kept going back and forward with it a lot. Comiquette was meant to mean it was 1/5. That was the term that it was used in its origin. No, maybe later they termed that phrase, didn't they? Maybe it was later. I think
it was later.
Originally, I think it was just meant no mixed media, didn't it? They meant no mixed media. Premium format meant mixed media.
A comic version with no mixed media.
Comiquette, right? And then premium format was mixed media.
And then Marquette was a movie version.
Right, exactly.
But then also they did do, to confusing, Susan Storm was an old piece.
Yes.
That is 1/5, I think.
Yes.
And then also Bullseye.
Yes, that's 1/5, right?
There's like a bunch of them. Older. So it was all over the place. But the
Daredevil on the cross as well is he's crouched on something. That's 1/5 too.
Hugging him.
Not the hugging him. The one that's crouched is like leaning over the top of a grave. thing. It's the old Daredevil. Very nice, actually.
So yeah, anyway, back to the point. If you are if a newer collector, just bear in mind that there are a few which are quarter scale, which are like the Spider-Man comiquette on the wall, not the J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man's a bit more confusing. The Venom, the Carnage, Silver Surfer, they're the ones that are quarter scale. So don't get that confuse you. Going back to the piece, sorry. So you got the magazines on here, so she's got some fashion magazines, and then on the other side she actually has a copy of the Daily Bugle. Spider-Man, Frightening Citizens in City, I'm assuming that means. So yeah, you got that there. And the piece itself, she's very slim and very small figured. One of the reasons why I wanted to get this was, I can't remember if it was Kenny Tan or if it was Augustin Lowe, but he actually took pictures of it behind the comiquette in the window. Yeah, and it actually looked really, really cool.
Put it on a riser, didn't they? And then put it on a big tall riser and put it up there, and then put the comiquette in front of it. So from the angle you were looking at, the window frame of the comiquette that you can see from the outside, it looked like she was in there looking out at him. Yeah, which was really cool. Fantastic concept. Yeah, really, really well done. So I've always wanted it since then, and it would go well with that piece, to be fair.
Yeah,
because it sits in that frame just perfect.
But yeah, it's, I mean, I actually really like it. George is saying he doesn't think it's aged very well.
There's things. If I'm going to be nitpicky and look at it, I think it photographs better than it actually looks in person. It's one of those ones. I think I'm going to take pictures of this, and it's going to look $1 million. I have no doubt about it. But I think the rips in the jeans are not great. I don't think that looks particularly right. I don't think it looks anything like rips or tears or anything. It just looks a bit of a mess. I think the sort of the work on the sculpt on the back of the jeans doesn't look great. It's one of them ones, and I don't like this sculpt on the hair. I just think this is all clumpy and messy, and I don't understand what's happening with this little side bit that's sort of sticking out. Doesn't look like hair. There's a big line going through it. Doesn't look like hair. It's just, I understand they're trying to it be in keeping with his sort of overlised cartoon artwork. But I feel that there's a few lazy elements in this. They could have put some lines in her hair, made it look like proper stuff, made it look
at the time, it was a very low cost piece.
Yeah, I think so.
And it was a $250 piece. Yeah. So
don't like the magazines either, or the papers don't look nothing like them. Doesn't look. It doesn't. It's for me. It's a. It's one of them things. I think from a distance, it looks great. I think when you get into the nuts and bolts of it and start really analysing it as a statue, I think you start running into a little bit. There's a few little bits, but I think
also you got to remember as well, this piece is from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So there is that element, and again, it was a lower end piece at the time.
Yeah.
So you can shut my cornflakes all you fucking want.
You can shut them because I still got them cornflakes from Aldi.
But no, again, it's one of those pieces that is. If you like J. Scott Campbell art, which he's got a lot of fans, you wanted to get the Gwen for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, the umbrella. That's one of the. I think that's probably one of the better pieces of that line. But I hear there's some issues with leading. Yeah, so it was something I was looking at for a while. So I think it's quite a singing in the rain, sexy sort of thing. I like that piece. But I mean, like I say, I think if you have this and you put it as a proximity piece next to other Spider-Man things or in the window or whatever, it's going to absolutely do the job you need it to do. This isn't going to be what I mean. It's really hard because today's standards, especially with some of the fan art females are coming out, and there's lots of Mary Jane, and they look unbelievable. Put that next to that, and you're going to be like, wow. But I think for what it's meant to do, for the proximity that I think it's made for, it'll hit the note. If you can get a good price like Alex did, I think it's all winning. I just wouldn't pay some of the high. I've seen this up for like £700, £600. I think that's excessive. I think that's really, really not at that money at all. So we've got to be a bit careful. Get a good deal on it, and you'll be all right. I'm not saying anything else that's mean. You're okay.
I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm keeping this.
Listen to me.
I'm keeping this. It's staying in my collection. I actually really like it.
Put it up with Spider-Man. That's the key.
I'm going to have it in my Spider-Man collection, which, every time I kind of walk the dog at the moment, because all my stuff's boxed up. Every time I'm walking the dog, I'm trying to plan my kind of collection, how I'm going to display it. And then I get a message on YouTube pop up, and I realise I've got a piece which I've forgotten about. So I really need to plan
Christmas every fucking day for you.
I need to plan out these pieces. I'm hoping to move soon.
The good thing about this as well is because it's crouched, it's not going to interfere with a lot of Spider-Man pieces, because Spider-Man statues in general have a base, and he's either on top of it or up high. It's Spider-Man you can't, unless you get like some of the more museum stuff, it's just standing there. And even then, I mean, I think he would tower her, so it would be fine. But if you put this next to the one with the crane,
if you put it next to the one during the Alpha 3 one I got, if you put it next to that, it might look like some end of a porn movie or something. Look at the stars and make a wish.
But yeah, so I think it would go really well with some of the pieces that are already out there. A few of the Sideshow ones, the crane one, the comiquette one, even the one where he's Dr. Octopus bits, the arms and legs flapping about.
Yeah.
That's quite a big Spider-Man. And you set that behind it, and I think it'd set off nice, or vice versa. So it does the job, man. It does the job.
No, for sure. I think the comiquette, the crane ones would pair off better, but yeah. All right. That's just a quick review anyway, just a quick once-over. An older piece, but we thought we would give it some limelight, see if it held the test of time, and let us know what you think about it. Let us know if you have it in your collection. Let us know if George is talking crap. Let us know if I'm talking crap. And
like that.
Yeah.
Just say yes, agree, nod. Yeah.
And then we'll leave it there. But no, thanks everyone. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share. We're reaching 250,000, which is a milestone we didn't think we would actually reach. So thanks to all of you for helping us out there. And keep watching.
Peace.
Bye-bye. Sit forward a bit.
What year was this? I am fucking sitting forward. I'm not the only more forward. I'm going to end up fucking kissing her.
Well, we want it like her to be the focus, not you.
Why would I be the focus if I...
No, your fucking cock-shaped head.
If I'm leaning forward, I'm in the shot more. And
Right.
How much forward do you want me
to be in there for the fucking intro to like that.
Right.
Alright.
Can you not fuck this one up?
Pressure.
What year did it come out?
Don't say. No, don't say.
Fuck it.
Oh, little thing. Yeah.